Okay, well, it's the middle of the night and can't sleep. At least not yet. Um, I was actually getting ready to go to bed earlier. Looks like something in my eye. Must just be the lighting. And as I'm getting ready for bed, one of my neighbors calls and family emergency, and he needed some help. So I wound up going over there to where he was at and helping him out. Not a big deal. Um, I know it's been a while since I've put a video out, but I've had a lot going on. I think, I don't remember if I told you a while back, beginning of last August, right at about a year ago, I moved. Don't have to deal with that guy anymore. He did some stupid stuff, and he actually tried to sue for like 80 something thousand dollars, saying that we caused 80 something thousand dollars worth of damage to our apartment. And he was actually doing that because he wanted to do remodeling to the apartment, and it was going to cost him a lot of money, and he didn't want to pay it. But he was stupid because he was talking about it in front of me and several other people as I was moving out. So we kind of knocked him out of the water on that one. Typical stupidity. So that's going good. Today, well, I guess I should say yesterday now, because it's after midnight. My dog Brackus went grocery shopping, came back, and he had been throwing up all over the living room while we were gone. And he was really, really bad. I mean, he couldn't drink any water for a little bit because he would just throw it back up. So, don't have the money to take him to the emergency room. So we just kind of monitored him and set up a vet appointment for tomorrow morning, or this morning, whichever one you want to call it. And we're going to take him to the vet. He is doing better now. He's starting to drink and eat and get his strength back. He was quite weak for a little while. I really thought he was going to die. He was that bad. But thankfully, he's holding in there. Where I'm at now, good landlord. She tries to take care of everything and make sure the place is taken care of properly. She knows you got to spend money to get stuff done. And I try to look out for them as well, and it's all, we work together. We appreciate each other's way of handling this stuff that needs done. So, yeah, true blessing. I get a second parking spot free of charge, and that means I get to park my truck and our car there. I don't remember if I ever told y'all or not. We had a friend of ours had given us a Mazda MPV, and it died. Transmission went out on the highway, left us stranded. Got towed to the house. We wound up giving it to charity because the car is worth at best $2,000, and it's going to cost $2,000 to get a transmission for it. So, donated it to charity, and we wound up buying a 04 Prius. And in my opinion, it's proven to be a very good car. I've noticed that here the last few days. Actually, I noticed kind of when we got the car, you would, if you hit the brakes hard, you'd hear a clunk, and then when you went to take off, you'd hear a clunk in the other direction. And I checked into it, its tie rod ends are wore down. So I'm ordering those, and getting ready to put those on here soon. The white F-150 that I had, that truck there had so much going on with it. It was going to cost way more to fix it than what was thought. So I'm going ahead, and I parked it for a while. I was debating on some stuff, but now I'm just taking parts off of it and using them on my other truck, the orange truck my friend gave me, and I love it. 1980 F350 dually. The tires were all in pretty rough shape. A friend of mine hooked me up with some not brand new wheels, but nicer wheels that look a lot better on the truck. And I put those on there, but I painted them first and came out looking good. So now I have, instead of 16.5-inch wheels on it, I have 16-inch wheels. It's a beautiful fit, and I'm loving it. The exhaust, I've got to get the pipe, all the exhaust pipe done. It's 2 1/4-inch exhaust pipe for that engine, because it has the 6.6 liter 400 in it, and it should have nothing less than a 2.5-inch. So that's what I'm putting in. But it's just, I've had a lot going on. I don't remember what all I said a while back in the video where I was stranded on the side of the road. It was a distributor. We went through 3 or 4 distributors before it was all said and done. And the last one was holding up, but it still liked to leak oil around the distributor where it shouldn't be. And I'm like, this ain't right. Something's going on here. But I mean, this distributor literally fell into place. That's the way the others were. So I couldn't figure it out. And then I'm like, well, I really want to put a better distributor in there, an aftermarket one, instead of an OE style refurbished. So I started doing my research, and I found a company that took the GM HEI distributors and custom machined a new shaft for the inside to make it work with Ford engines. And it was only $100 for the distributor, brand new. I'm like, cool. So I bought it, installed it, and my God, the precision tolerances. I mean, everything fit like it was made exactly for that engine. And I got everything hooked up, no leaks, and it's working correctly. So I think I got a winner there. And it's just one of those things I'm going to show you all some of the stuff I've gotten done. Instead of having a single battery in it, I've got it set up for dual batteries. A little extra cranking power and all that. I've done quite a bit to this truck. The headlights, I've never liked them. Those seal beams, they're not bright. They're dull. And with my eyes, I have to have good lighting when I drive at night. If my headlights are weak, I can't see. So I went ahead and ordered these LED conversion kit for that. And it works beautiful. Tail lights, I converted those to LED and got new brake light housings for it, because the old ones, those things were falling apart. The front turn signal assembly, it was dry rotted and breaking down and falling. I mean, it was just destroyed. So I replaced those. And of course, all LED bulbs. I put the resistor in line just so I could, make sure the turn signals were working right. And they still weren't. Something wasn't right. And I started playing around and discovered the turn signal flashers were going bad. So I took some out of the F-150, tried one, and it works perfect. The instrument cluster, all the old dial gauges, and I just don't like that. It didn't look good. Plus, half of them didn't work. So I spent several $100s, and now the instrument cluster is all digital. And it was built for this truck. It looks good. I got a door pillar gauge pod, and I put O2 sensors in. The gauges are on that. But I like it. I put air horns in the truck, and loud. And boy, are they loud. But anyway, instead of having the original turn signal location, that's being kind of, I guess you could say, filled in and smoothed out. And I put LED indicators in a different location. And it came out, it looks beautiful. And it's very functional. So, another thing I've done. The one thing I don't like about the truck was it has a bench seat in it. And it's not comfortable. So I took the bench seats out of the F-150. They have the power seats, so perfect. And I took those and put those, or I'm putting those, I'm in the process of doing it, into the 350. So I've got the driver's side one done, and I've got to run the wiring now to it. But I'm telling you, I had to drill new holes for it because I had to set it in the right position and bolt it in like that. Now, I'm very happy with how it came out because it's a comfortable seat. I can move it forward far enough where if I want to recline a little bit because of my back, I can. But yet I'm not uncomfortably close to the steering wheel to where, it's hard to drive. It's going to have a nice center console. So when everything gets done with this truck, I've still got to get the steel to do the fenders. I'm going to take the old fiberglass fenders off the back and make them out of steel. One of the fiberglass fenders, it's been damaged. That was a long story, but I've got to do something. I do plan on doing a video after I get some of this stuff done. I'm putting a new fuse panel in the truck so that it's done correctly. They were saying that all you had to do was use 10 gauge wire, but yet you pull as much as 80 amps off that worth of fuses. That wire can't handle that much current, so I'm laughing at it. And I'm not going to be pulling that much current, but I want to make sure that I'm not overloading this wire. So I went ahead and was fortunate enough to get a 100-foot spool of number 8 electric wire for that. And it's for automotive use. And it was only like $25. for 100 feet. So that was a very, very good deal. And I'm going to use that for the electrical. And the fuse panel will be in the cab of the truck, away from moisture. There is an issue that a lot of people would be concerned about, that deal with stereo equipment and all that, is what if that wire shorts out? Well, I was thinking ahead on this because I did not want to have an issue there of exactly that happening. So I went online and I found it's for 12 to 24 volt systems. And instead of being a fuse, it's a breaker. And it's good for up to 100 amps. I ordered the fuse or the breaker for, I think it was 80 amps maximum, and they gave me 100. So I'm not going to complain about that one. I came out ahead. I also, on top of kind of bringing you in on some of the stuff I'm doing on this truck, I really want to get it out there and do videos, but I've had so much going on, and I just do the truck thing whenever I have time. It's parked more than it's driven right now. I've been vaping CBD oils, and I'm actually enjoying being able to do that. The vape I have, it's a Smoke Venevo, and it's a very good vape. I like the ability to adjust it, and the large, or should I say the high wattage. I'm using the Dead Rabbit by, I think it's Hell Vape. It's the V2. And I like that because I can make my own coils. I like the Big Baby Beast tank that Smoke has, but I haven't decided exactly what resistance value coils I like on those better. I like to use the Clapton wire to make my coils because I can kind of fine tune everything. But anyway, this video is getting long. I do plan on I've got a bunch of vape stuff coming in, far as the mods. I found a place I could get a good deal on them, and I do mean a good deal. If y'all saw everything I got and realized how cheap I got it, I'm talking things that were worth $60 and $70 for like $5 and $6. You know, yeah, it's coming from China or Hong Kong, one of those two. You know, when it does get here, it won't just be I automatically use it. It's actually going to be sanitized immediately with a alcohol solution, so that if there is any COVID virus on there, it will be neutralized. Very important. I went to Home Depot and got a spray bottle of the alcohol as a hand sanitizer, and then got a half-gallon jug of the alcohol as well. And when I go to Walmart to go grocery shopping, I take that little bottle and spray the carts down that I'm going to use, top to bottom, front to back, because I'm going to be putting my food in there, and for all I know, the last person to touch it has the virus. Who knows? So I do that. when I'm outside and I'm able to be away from people as much as possible, at least 10 feet away, you know, I make sure to do my social distance thing. But when I'm away from people far enough away, I just go ahead and I don't wear a mask for multiple reasons. Okay. Um, I have several very serious issues. Uh, one of them being anxiety. Um, because I have anxiety issues, and the mask brings them forward. I start having a hard time breathing, you know. Um, it doesn't go good. It can actually trigger an asthma attack. So I try not to wear it when I don't have to. But if I know I'm going to be having somebody come by me, I will always carry my mask on hand so that if I need it, I've got it. And, I don't question it going into stores. I just put my mask on. And I see these idiots out there that would rather be arrested than wear a mask. Okay? Is a mask going to guarantee you don't catch it? No. It does help resist getting it. So the mask I have, it's a N95 rated mask. It has the washable, replaceable filter. So I use that. That's a very good mask. It helps. It actually seals up very well. But every, 3 or 4 days, I try to wash it because it does get a little smelly. Even though I'm not doing much of anything, I sweat. And I do mean I sweat. Looking a little scruff, I noticed. But, our lives have changed so much. And there's very little we can do about it except for adapt. And that's the one thing that I'm going to be doing is I've learned to adapt myself. Obey the laws right there. Right now they're trying to do things to help keep us safe. There's the conspiracy theorists out there that say, oh, well, they've got a microchip in this vaccine that they're trying so they can keep track of you. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. I doubt it. But for the sake of argument, or for the sake of peace, I say, okay, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. But as for me, I'm going to try and not have to worry about getting that vaccine. Even if it makes my life that little bit harder. On the years where the flu is supposed to be coming up really bad, I will go ahead and get a flu shot. And it's just, once again, a preventative measure to keep me from getting sick. But, you ain't nothing's a guarantee in life except for death. We're all gonna die sometime. But all we can do is make the best of our life as we live it. And, I'm not going to sit here and judge this guy over here because he doesn't want to wear that mask. I understand how he feels. But at the same time, I'm going to encourage him, hey, look, I don't want to be wearing it no more than you do. But right now we need to be wearing it, not just for our other people's safety. It's for our safety as well right now. So, I'm gonna encourage him to do the right thing. Same as I would anybody else. And I don't know, honestly, there's so much going on. It's like this Black Lives Matter thing. Yes, Black lives do matter. All lives matter. And it's very irritating when you see people just being stupid. I mean, here, what was it, last month? They were out there supposedly protesting. Can't think of his name off the top of my head right now because I'm getting tired. They were protesting his death and wanting actions taken. I can agree with that. But all the looting, all the burning and destroying of other people's properties, businesses, all that, tearing down statues, no, that was wrong. And I would, if I had the ability to, I would have been out there marching with them in solidarity, because I agree. That officer that killed that guy needed to be punished. What he did was uncalled for. Would I have been one of those people breaking into all these stores and setting fires to Walmarts and all this? No. That started happening, I would be leaving. I'd go home. Because it's wrong. And then you got the ones who are demanding all these statues be taken down because they represent oppression. No. They want them taken down not because they represent oppression, but because they don't want anything that stands for the white man. The oppression ended decades ago. It's been a long time. And I understand the black people do, some of them do feel like they're being oppressed. And I can understand that. Once again, there are people that are out there and they don't want the black man to have anything. That's not me. I'll get out there and help the black man just the same as I help a white man. Why? Because it's right. When I see these youngsters, these thugs, or should I say some of them are wannabe thugs, it's like, why are you doing that? It don't make no sense. You're going to ruin your life and hurt other people in the process just because you don't like them. I mean, these idiots in that protest and all those that they did, they lit all these businesses on fire, broke into them and lit them on fire. Here's the thing though. These were businesses that were owned by all nationalities. Black, white, Hispanic, Indian, doesn't matter. They were breaking into these businesses and looting them, burning them down. For no reason. And yet they said, we did this because Black Lives Matter. No, you didn't. You're using that as a reason to be able to get away with what you really want to do every day of the week. Prove that you're trying to do something right for America. Don't go there looting. You stand up, you say, no, this officer did something wrong. We're going to stand in solidarity. We're going to walk. We're going to protest. We're going to let what we feel be known. You know, Do it the right way. You know, I'm at a loss for words on that. It's been bothering me. I've been wanting to talk about it, but this is one thing that I can say. We all have to live together. We can't sit here and nitpick every little thing. We all have to say, let's get along, let's do the right thing. I see these white people marching with the Black Lives Matter group and all that. Good. They stand behind them, and I applaud that. Because, it's like, I had this black guy the other day, and I don't remember what it was, but he needed help with something. And I was like, oh, is this what you're trying to do? He's like, well, yeah. And I said, oh, well, let's see what we can do. 5 minutes later, what he wanted done was done. I just stepped up and helped him. And he came back later on. I needed something. I needed help with something. And he just came over there. He saw me, recognized me. He says, here you go. I got you. And that's the key thing. Help each other. Help anybody that needs help the best way you can. Your mind, your muscles, do it the right way. Because in the end, what's going to happen is you're going to help somebody, and they're going to see your kindness, and they're going to pass it on to somebody else. And it will come back to you when you need that little bit of help. When my neighbor called me and said he needed me to fix his son's apartment door so nobody could get in there because they'd had to kick it in, and this is like 11 o'clock at night, I ran over there. I had him shoot me some pictures so I had an idea of what I was dealing with. And then I went and grabbed a handful of scrap lumber I have and my tools and ran over there and fixed it. It's secured. And he pulls out his wallet to pay me. And I told him, no. That's free of charge. He's like, no, I gotta pay you. I said, no. You guys needed help. And that's why I did that. And I encourage each and every one of you out there watching this video to help one another. Don't put each other down. Help lift each other up. I challenge you to do that. Let's lift one another up and make America what it should be, what it can be. Let's make America great. Let's make us one nation. We can do it if we set our hearts to it. And I think and I pray every one of you who sees this video takes that to heart. So, until I get my next chance to do a video, which I want to do one on the truck, like I said, and one on my vapes, all the vape stuff I've ordered, I'll catch y'all then. It's been a long day. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, and I'm not even going to get that tonight, so, oh well. Just, keep hanging on out there. Let's all do the right thing. So to every one of you, have a good night, a good day, good morning, wherever it is when you view this, and take care. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.